this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are having us on this journey to unconditional love. Love of the journey, love of each other, love of the soul group that are most definitely helping us back into our reunions. And so, I've been guided to do divine love healing, and I connect to your souls, and I give you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. So that is for you and for your divine love. And I can see the blocks, and basically whatever comes through is for your highest good. So I give you a write-up, a 3-card angel card reading, plus a guided mantra which comes from your soul. So when you repeat that mantra, it basically aligns your vibration. And we are on an energetic journey. So remember that the twin flame journey is all about raising the love energy on the planet. So it's all about moving more and more and more into the love vibration and letting the love vibration rule your life and basically create miracles all over. And so I also do a divine love crystal grid, and I was guided to set it up on the Lion's Gate, which was an energy window in the summer. This is, you receive a piece of rose quartz, and when you meditate with that, it literally sends unconditional love. Healing is all about intent. So if you have the intent to send unconditional love out to your twin, out to raise love and light on the planet, and out to bring all twin flames into their unions, because if you are a twin flame, it is your destiny to be together. That is what you came here to do. So what you have to do is ride the energies and live in the love vibration as much as possible, and spread love as much as possible, and then trust and have faith that your union will happen at the right time for you. And whilst doing that, enjoy the ride, right? And so this is why these messages are so amazing, because we are sharing, people that are joining the grid, people are coming to me for healing. We are all, it's all of our higher selves working together to help with these messages. So today it is all about the duck. And I don't know why I hadn't checked on the symbology of ducks before, but I've just done it now because I'll tell you, this is gonna, so a few people sent me duck things overnight. And when I was in Glastonbury over the weekend, the one thing that was on the notice board was this: at the Glastonbury Abbey, where have all the ducks gone? Which I just thought was brilliant when I was reading it. Now, I'm just going to say about why it's important to have faith and trust on your journey, because I went to, part of my journey is I went to the London School of Psychics, and when I was there, I basically you have to share doing readings for each other. And this one particular person said that I needed to basically essentially forget about my twin flame and move on to somebody else. There's somebody else there. Now, this is quite sort of, and to me, I kind of knew instantly that that wasn't right. It didn't feel right? But still, it sent me into a bit of a tailspin, and I was then thinking, is this all just ever going to happen? And am I just crazy and all this stuff? Well, the next day, I was actually driving to see my friend, which is near where my twin flame lives. And the car, and basically the road was blocked. And the road was blocked because there was a family of ducks walking across the road. And so they had stopped the traffic. And so immediately I knew that that was a sign from my twin to say, don't give up on me, right? Because the very next day, because we have a very strong connection with ducks, because he was going to set up a duck truck, right? Food thing. So I knew straight away. And so that's why, that's why I'm surprised. I just thought today, I don't know why I haven't checked the symbology of ducks before, because here you go. So ducks are thus a symbol of freedom, flexibility and adaptability, as well as the connections between heaven and earth, spirit and material, the astral and the physical, and travel and transition between these realms. In China, the Mandarin duck symbolizes a happy marriage and fidelity, and is used in wedding decor. Now, I have Chinese heritage because my grandmother is half Chinese. And so, you know, this is why, again, this is so perfect, because lots of us I know are seeing ducks. The two stories that I have are just brilliant. Because yesterday, this is it, these, somebody sent me this overnight, and basically a duck flew into a bus and smashed the windscreen. Now everyone's fine, there's no problem at all. All the children are totally fine, no one's hurt at all. But apparently a man came onto the bus to get the duck and then took the duck. So it's like, you know, this is why it's so brilliant, because, you know, like, thankfully no one was hurt in that story. But the woman who sent me said, this story is literally out of space. I mean, it's like the duck that crashes into a bus and then a man that comes on that nicks the duck. I mean, you just can't make it up. This is a duck that was in the place that I go to do the crystals. There's a maritime museum, and there was just this one duck just sat there. And I was like, what is that duck doing there? So this is why it's so funny, because it's like, what the hell? What's the duck? So it's just brilliant, right? This duck, I mean, the ducks are everywhere. They're following us around everywhere. And the best thing is, at Glastonbury Abbey, this was the poster that was up in the Abbey. So, you know, it's just, you know, hilarious. So somebody else has sent me a message overnight about ducks, because I'm going to read it to you, because, again, so brilliant. So this is somebody that's had healing from me and also is a member of the Crystal Grid. So she says, so this weekend was kind of nuts with signs. Of course, there are signs all the time, but these were the in-your-face variety, and I had to share. My best friend just bought a house, and she was showing me around that morning. She is the only person besides you who has some understanding of my TF journey. It's kind of hard for her to accept, but she does love me and thinks it's beautiful. Anyway, we are outside in the backyard, and she said, hey, what's that? We looked down and she goes, that's so weird. What in the world is that doing there? It was a wooden toy mallard duck on a stick, laying amongst the plants. She goes, that's so strange. They don't have grandkids or anything. And then she just smiled. In the afternoon, I took my 10-year-old daughter to a resort pool for the day, just her and I. I took over as we're getting settled, and I see a staff person dump a giant bucket of rubber ducks into the shallow end of the pool for the kids to play with. About an hour later, I hear the woman next to me go, hey, look at the duck. I look over and saw this guy swimming around right in front of me in the swimming pool. A mallard duck, just like the toy one found in my friend's yard earlier. Here it is. So a mallard duck has actually landed in the swimming pool. There was a DJ at the pool, and there were so many songs that played that we've had since. It was crazy. I was just smiling from ear to ear. My daughter made a friend and was playing with this little girl all afternoon, going down a water slide. I had yet to actually get a good look at this girl until I go to collect my daughter to leave. Mummy, this is my new friend. She's 10, just like me. The first thing that I see is the front of her bathing suit. It wasn't a typical bathing suit. It was more like a swim shirt and shorts. I noticed the front right away. On a light blue background was a big golden anchor with pink roses strewn all over it. The anchor wasn't just the colour gold, it was screen printed a metallic gold. Above the anchor it said, keep dreaming and keep believing. Wow, I literally almost burst into tears at that moment. It's amazing. So after Saturday, I really started thinking a lot about this whole duck thing. One of the first things to come to mind is the fact that ducks have a lot going on under the surface. Above the water, they're gliding along looking calm and cool. Yet underneath, their feet are working away. I feel this is representative of us twins, as there is so much that goes on internally, unknown to the outside world. This feeling of having so much going on without anyone really knowing is part of this journey, that solitary knowing, then being drawn to seek out answers. We eventually are divinely led to the answers through signs and syncs. We are led to find other twins and to come into a true knowing of our unions and mission in the world. All the while still keeping that outer calm and learning to balance the below the surface hard work we are all doing each and every single day. Each day and every single moment of the day, to keep swimming and to